This is kind of a recount of a childhood sighting, which I thought was very interesting. BFRO Report number 2156-3. I also think the follow-up investigation is very interesting as well. It's kind of par for the course. It's somebody years later coming to relate their trauma, and I think it's very interesting. So I wanted to share. Anyway, let's do this.
You cannot believe just how nervous I am doing this. I want to relate an incident that occurred many years ago. I am reticent about relaying this story because of the amount of grief and ridicule I have taken over the years from people that I have told. I have always been open about my concern about camping and the risk of running into a Sasquatch, and I think it all stems from this incident. In 1974 we lived in a house on a bench overlooking Okanagan Lake, BC. The back of the house had a stretch of lawn that met up with an orchard that went to the edge of the bank and then down to the lake. The house as it is still there but owned by other people that I do not know, a rancher, and sits in a north/south position with the back of the house facing west. There was a small concrete patio at the back with a sliding glass door. This was positioned about halfway down the house. On the south side facing the lake, west, was a bedroom window where my brother and I stayed. Early one summer morning, I estimate the time to be around 0500 or so, everyone in the house was still sound asleep, but it was very bright out. I got out of bed and looked out the bedroom window across the lake. Immediately I noticed to the right, a very tall and large animal standing and facing the sliding glass door of the house. It was standing perpendicular to me and I was looking at the right-hand side of its body. From the profile the body appeared thick. It was tall enough that it stooped onto the patio eave as it faced the house. It stood there motionless for a very short time, and then turned 180 degrees to its left and walked across the lawn and down into the orchard. I have no idea where it went after that. Along with being tall and stooped slightly forward, I recall only that its arms hung by its side, and it was very dark in appearance. It stood still until it turned. It never turned and faced me, and I cannot provide any other description with regards to its appearance. I was about 8 years old at the time, and never told anyone until many years later. To say I have been mortified by this encounter is an understatement, and thus I am hugely reluctant to do this. I do this only because I constantly read about sightings in BC, the Okanagan, and the west coast of North America in the hopes I can get a better understanding about what I saw. It has impacted me enough that I won't camp, and won't even drive from the coast to the Okanagan at night. That is the source of amusement/ridicule for people when I tell them about this, that it has affected me so much. Even thinking about this right now and writing about it has the hair on the back of my neck standing up. I have decided to go ahead and do this after looking at your website and many others for the past few years and seeing what others are saying. It took me a long time to decide to do this, and I am still not even sure it is the right thing to do, though I wonder if I will feel better if I talk to someone in the field. I do not want any publicity or my name used. I will talk to anyone from your outfit, and if there comes a time that I am in the area and someone wants to join me, I can show them the exact house. After 33 years I can remember it very clearly.
The guy drew a map. I mean, this is a life-changing event, and it is for a lot of people, and it's kind of traumatizing. It's the sort of thing that that will happen, and most people don't come forward. Most people, when they're traumatized, don't want to talk about the trauma. That's the last thing they want to do. And I think getting it out is probably the healthiest way to heal from any kind of trauma, really. And this guy is a brave soul, although he doesn't want to give his name. I don't blame him, because there is a stigma attached. Because of course, well, this creature can't be real, and it can't be. I just saw something. It wasn't a bear, but it couldn't be a Sasquatch because they don't exist. But holy cow, you know what I mean? And this is interesting. I wanted to share this one because I have to wonder how many people out there actually see one and actually know what's going on and just are too afraid to say anything because of ridicule. There are a lot of really strange things that go on in the world, and sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Anyway, I'd like to know what you think about that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the flip side, and I am out.